Hi, welcome back. This is Colleen with Colleene Answers Your Questions here on Keeping the Peace. And today's question comes from a gentleman here on YouTube. However, it came through text. He texted me the question this morning. He actually texted two questions, so he'll get two videos. His question is, I seem to shoot a hair left of center. I just changed out the trigger on my G19, and this wasn't happening before I changed it. I would greatly appreciate any tip that you could offer. So this is question one. I don't personally own a Glock, so I can't speak with specific experience about changing out a Glock trigger. However, slight left of center shots, I can give you a few reasons why that could be happening. Maybe you can sort that out, okay? It's possible that if you changed out your trigger, it might feel a little bit different to the pad of your finger, so you might be subconsciously placing it a little differently on the trigger face than you were before. So let me kind of get up close to the camera and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I'll just go ahead and show you there's nothing in my mag well, and there's nothing in the gun. Just in case you're worried about me shooting my bookshelves. Okay, I'm going to place my finger on the trigger for the demonstration. What we want to do is place our finger in the middle of the first pad. Okay, and this is something that you may have been doing just fine before, because you said that you were shooting center before, but then after the trigger was changed, it's possible it just feels a little bit different, and it's possible that you could be pulling the finger a little bit outward. In other words, it's not fully centered on the trigger face. Maybe it's more like this. Enough to press the little trigger safety. I'm assuming you still have that standard Glock safety, but just not fully centered. So maybe you could just center it over just a little bit more. That's a possibility. Another reason why people sometimes shoot left of center is because they don't have enough hand contact with that support side of the gun. So if you're shooting maybe something like this with a big gap, or maybe something like this with an air pocket, that gun is going to move in the path of least resistance until it meets resistance, and then it'll come back to center. Since this started happening after you changed your trigger, it's probably more likely that the trigger face just feels a little funny to you, and you're just placing your finger slightly differently on the face of the trigger. So next time you go to the range, just fiddle around with that. Just trigger finger placement, centeredness. Move it slightly one way or the other, see if it affects your shots. Now, if that does nothing, then check out your grip and see if you maybe have developed an air pocket that you didn't have before or something like that. If that doesn't fix your problem, get back with me, because there's a few other things, but these are the two most obvious ones that come to mind. So thank you for your question, Shotta. I don't think I said your handle name earlier, and I may be saying that completely incorrectly, but I'll put that here. If you want to check out his channel, go do that. I'll put a link to his channel. And he's very supportive of my channel and of my family, and he follows my adoption and everything. Just really all around awesome dude. So check out his channel. Thank you for the question. Hopefully it's helpful to other people as well. And stay tuned for the next episode, because we'll answer his next question. Thanks. God bless. Bye.